So we need to talk. That's probably not the best way to start a video, because every time we hear that, we kind of get a little anxious because, as a husband, my wife says that, I kind of get worried what I do wrong. But it does take us to a place that we're inherently uncomfortable with, and that's okay. A lot of you know that I've been out of the content game for a few months now, ever since like maybe November of last year. And a lot of you know that I decided to allocate my time towards my family and my friend, being a best man, setting up for this wedding, planning all these things, making sure I get all this stuff done, which was a big hit. I was honored to be a best man, but again, another story for another time. Other things have been happening since I've last been on screen, on stream, on mic, whatever you want to call it. A little girl came into my life. Her name is Sarah. She's a little husky, about under a year old, maybe a little more. She's close. She's a puppy, and my family and I decided to foster her for a little bit of time. So I allocated a lot of my time during this spring so far to ensure that she has that forever home, which she'll have, early April, very, very soon. But other things have been happening, with my wife trying to get her business up and running. And me becoming the unwitting CFO to help her with the taxes and help her with kind of bookkeeping. So, I've started to learn how to do that. And I'm no bookkeeper, I'm no accountant, but I want to be able to contribute in the best way possible for her and her business. Now, the other side of that coin, in a more kind of sad and upsetting, but really there's a lot of upside to it. My brother lost his job, in which he really, really loved. And out of nowhere, it was just taken from him, which sucks. It got he and I thinking, what can we do with the platforms that we're on, the people who are associated with, the communities that we're in? What can we do about it? What can we do for ourselves to make ourselves better? Maybe have a business on the side, or kind of make an impact. I'm not getting any younger. It's life at 40 for me at this point, right? And I'm not the most typical 40-year-old, and many of you may know that, and in the streams that you guys have been in, and I've been able to meet so many great people, and I want to continue to do that. And with that said, I want to apologize to all of you, for not being around and really contributing to what I used to. But at the same time, I'm eternally grateful for everyone that's been so supportive, that's been so loving and caring with the DMs that I get on Discord or on IG, or just even the little likes on my videos, and even the texts. A lot of you have been doing that too, so you're still out there, and I appreciate that. And I want to be able to create more content that's kind of richer, I guess you could say, with some of the ideas that my brother and I have had. He's starting up his business up once again, and he's a very creative person, and he has merch. He wants to be able to tell stories. I love telling stories too. So they got us to thinking to start creating podcasts about some topics that you may know of, but never seen in a particular perspective. As someone who has ADHD, I want to reach out to those who may not know if they have it, or those that are struggling with it as an adult, as a young adult, as an older adult. Doesn't matter. Maybe the things that I go through can help somebody. And I was afraid of coming back onto the scene because I'm not that guy. I'm not an epic gamer. I'm not some sexy stud trying to get all this attention and get it and get paid for it. But I want to bring what I bring to the table. Right? Bring my thoughts, share my stories, laugh with me with some of the dumb stuff that Mark and I talk about all the time. And I want to give a big shout out to the folks at the One Guild, and for Tony to say, hey, look, I know you've been gone for a minute. The door is still open. That means everything to me. And I realize I don't have to be perfect. I just have to show up. And so I'm going to put more time into this. I want to start showing up for you guys to bring great content, promote my wife's business, promote my brother's businesses, and maybe promote my own. Merch coming out, all kinds of stuff. Who knows where this thing goes, but I'm planning to make moves much more sooner than later. And so with all that said, I'm excited to go back on the mic, be on this camera, chatting with you guys through Twitch, and laughing about Lord knows what, and just getting to know you guys. and getting to know me a little bit more. I'm a very private person, so it's really hard for me to put myself out there, be vulnerable. But I think it's a great way to showcase your creativity, your anything that you can bring to the table. I don't want to share with them just yet because they're leading to other bigger plans that I have for later down the line. But I now realize that being myself is enough. It's not fair to myself, right? I'm better than who I think I am, and I'm excited for this. I hope to see you guys sooner than later. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one.